How secure is Google Drive? A question that most users ask. Hi friends, welcome back to the Big Joy of Learning with Bijoy ji. There is a myth among users that the data stored in cloud storage is easier to steal than the one stored on an on-premise computer or server. Users think since cloud storage is on the internet, hackers can easily get the data. This perception is totally wrong. If you take Google storage for instance, Google has hired thousands of security engineers who work round the clock to make sure your data is secured. All the data stored on Google is encrypted with the most secure algorithm, and so transfer of data from one place to another is also secured. In cloud storage solutions, the engines to protect your data work online round the clock and in real time. The security software running on the cloud storage is automatically updated and keeps the data secured even from the latest type of attacks. So, there is a very low possibility of attacks due to security breaches. On the other hand, if your data is stored in the traditional way on the computer or on your external drive or hard disk, the user has to manually make sure to keep his antivirus and security software up to date. If these software are not kept up to date, there is always a threat that the latest type of viruses, malware, ransomware or other types of attacks are not guarded. Also, if we analyze the recent attacks on data, it has mostly happened on the traditional storage system and not on the cloud storage. How secure are the files that are stored in my Google Drive? Can someone access my Google account? The answer for this is actually a no and a yes. If someone breaks into your account, it is because of the way you have managed your account and has nothing to do with Google security. It is because you have compromised with your privacy that someone intrudes into your account. So, it is up to you how secure you can keep your data. The files stored in Google Drive are private unless it is shared with others. Whenever you upload a file into Google Drive, Google scans the file before uploading it into your private space. When Google Drive scans your file for phishing or malware, you might get a message that the scan failed and it is not secure to upload the file. If you get this message, use caution when you open the file. There is a 100 MB scanning limit and some file types can't be scanned. So be careful while handling those files. If you use Google Drive for work or school, Google will automatically evaluate any file that are shared with you from outside of your organization for phishing or malware. If detected, Google will block your access to the file in order to protect you. If Google identifies a Drive user who violates the acceptable use policy, Google reserves the right to immediately suspend the user. If the problem is throughout your organization, Google reserves the right to suspend the entire account and deny administrator access to all the Google Workspace services. In such cases, Google will send a notification to the registered secondary email address of the primary administrator. This is an extra level of security available for organization with paid Google account. Google recommends certain security tips to be followed so as to make our cloud space more secure. I will just note down a few here for your reference. The first and primary tip: use a unique and strong password with combination of capital and small letters, numbers and special characters. Use a password which others cannot guess. Keep changing the password more often. Always keep two-factor verification on. It is a combination of two ways to identify you. Be sure of the identity of the person before you share your drive space or files, or even when you send or open mails and attachments. Make sure to sign out of the account when you are done with your work. Do not sync your drive data or install backup to a public or shared computer or some unknown phones or tabs. Always keep your software updated with the latest version, your browser, operating system, apps, etc. Remove from your computer, phones and tabs all software, apps and browser extensions which you don't use. Do not open suspicious messages, links, contents or websites. Do not accept suspicious requests or emails. Last but not the least, do not ignore the warnings, alerts and messages from Google. Read the message carefully and act wise. Help Google in keeping your data secured. Online attacks usually happen in the most unexpected manner. So, the users has to be alert and always expect that he is the next target. A small carelessness could cost you heavily. More details about staying safe online with Google is available in their website. This is Bijoy signing off for now. Until we catch up in the next video. Your subscription, likes, shares and comments will be much appreciated. Thank you for your time and have a big joy of learning.